Hi, I'm Dinesh, and today we're building a MicroSaaS. And I'll just dive right into it. So what we need is first an idea, and second a Maia account, third a Lovable account, and fourth and probably the most important one is a few minutes to spare. Because things take time, right? So just a quick cut. Apparently, some part of the footage was missing for some reason. Showing me, so it'll continue without me showing up. So yeah. So what I want is this. I want to build the best competitive intelligence analyst out there, and I will have a landing page, and my customers will go there and fill a form, simply write out their website, and this analyst will go ahead and find everything about their business in the competitive market. And it will prepare a comprehensive report on their business and how they are positioned in the market and their most important competitors and what are their strengths and weaknesses and what this business can do to stand out basically. So here, Lovable will prepare our landing page, which will be the point of contact with our customers. And Maya will be the one that is doing the magic behind the scenes, basically, acting as a processing engine, doing all the things for us. So let's just go ahead and do it. I actually prepared some simple prompts to get started, because so I don't spend too much time on typing things out. So here's the one for Maya. So I'll just quickly go through it. So I say to Maya, I want to build a competitive intelligence analyst. And my customers are going to provide details about their products, service, or company. And then you're going to prepare a comprehensive report by first analyzing their offerings and then researching competitors and finally bringing everything into a PDF report, basically. Then, of course, we'll send it to their email address. And then I give some more details about how those steps will be structured. I say first start analyzing their website and understand their service. And I'm adding a small note. I'm telling it to take a look at their solutions and their pricing plans if available on the website. Then I say, okay, just go ahead and search for competitors. And I'm telling Maya to understand the industry this business operates in and try to basically go ahead and find those businesses in that industry. That could be direct or indirect competitors. And then I say, do a research with at least 5 topics so we can cover again, every aspect of the business. And then finally, I say, okay, prepare me a report, but also put 5 brief action plans so this business can actually do something after this insight. So I say, okay, bring everything into a PDF and send it to you. Then I say, I want this to be deployed with a webhook. So webhook is just a link that you can use to trigger this workflow on Maya, which will give Lovable then. So Lovable can say, okay, I got the form results, submit it, then take this Maya and take care of the rest. So I'll just go ahead and send the message. So what Maya does here is it'll try to come up with a solution, basically a workflow, and lay out the solution in a visual way so I can take a look at each step and understand what Maya will try to do. It'll actually start building the workflow. One detail is, since we wanted to send an email, I just went ahead and connected my Gmail account. So they'll be able to use this send email action after the report is ready. So Maya can do research in the web, can visit certain websites if you'd like to, and navigate through them because it has its own secure browser to do that, and it can generate documents. And we're trying to make use of all these functionalities Maya has. So as you can see, it'll prepare something for me. And let's take a look. Okay, built something. It'll in a second it'll explain what it is basically. So it says, okay, I prepared it, and there are 3 prompts. Okay, the first one is, let's click on that. It says it will analyze your customer's website to get a solid understanding of their business, which is what they ask. And it'll take a look at the services target audience, which we didn't specify actually, and pricing. And then let's look at the details, because this step is actually simply a prompt split into sections. So I can take a look at all these sections without worrying about the entire prompt there. So first it says, okay, visit and analyze the website. And it just wrote down some details to take a look at, which is nice. And then a brief section in the prompt about industries and location, which is also good. Then actually, even though I didn't specify anything about direct or indirect competitors in the prompts, it actually came up with that idea. And it decided to list at least 3 competitors, including the website links. And then it'll try to conduct inquiries for 5 distinct topics. Yeah, that's cool as well. And the second one is conduct competitive research, which is the step that it will focus on the competitive research part. And as you can see, it is going to focus on certain aspects of them, like product and service offerings and pricing models of them too. And then it'll take that information from the result of the first step, and it'll synthesize everything basically for all competitors. And for the third one, it'll focus on generating the PDF report and sending it with an email. As you can see, it'll just decided I might use that. I'll send email action. And then it just wrote down some details about how the report should be structured. And there's just email delivery instructions. And here's the thing, I want to improve that part. So what I want to just tell a bit more details about how the email should be structured. So I had actually templates for it. And then I say, I will actually go ahead and edit this section. So it says, okay, send the generated PDF. The email subject should be your competitive intelligence analyst report, which is fine actually. And the email body should briefly introduce the attached report. Let's just remove this part, and I'll say use this template for the email body. So I decided also to name the company RivalRee, my service. So here, as you can see, I put this customary name fields. It doesn't matter really how you format it, because it's just they'll just basically understand what I mean. And so I will actually also change this as the title. So I want it to be standardized. So this is basically telling Maya to use this template instead. Then it says you can deploy this with a webhook. And I can just go ahead and click this one to deploy it with a webhook. So I will have this URL ready to trigger this workflow. If I didn't have that link, you can also always use this deploy workflow button on top right corner of your board. Click on that and go to create a webhook, and you will have the details. Maya actually prepared some title and description for me to understand what this was about, and where I come back to my workspace. So this looks good actually, and I'll go ahead and click on deploy. In a second, it should be ready. Right now, maybe. Yeah. So as you can see, we have our URL ready to trigger this workflow. So I will use this in a second. And now I'll go to Lovable to start structuring our landing page. So I'll go ahead and simply just share a prompt I prepared previously. It's a very simple thing, just for the sake of the example. I'll just paste it here. So I say, I want to build a service, RivalRee, as I said, RivalRee, the name of the service. And it is a competitive intelligence analyst. And I just say, okay, just prepare me a professional looking landing page. And then I just specify that the form that I present to my customers will include fields for their full name, their email address, business name, and business website, which is the most crucial part because we'll be working on that. I say also, when my customer submits the form, I will just send the information to Maya to process. Lovable will just show a confirmation message after our user submits the form. And then I say, here's the link to webhook that you'll send the data to. And I'll just go ahead, go back to Maya, copy this, and paste it here. Lovable will now start doing things. So that we'll come up with something that will do the basic functionality. So it already, of course, figures out we need to have some sort of hero section and benefit section to highlight the features. And there's this form with client-side validation, which is fine because we want all the fields to be present, to be sent to Maya. We could use, for example, to personalize the email. So it came up with the deep indigo color. I like it. It'll probably come up with something in a few seconds. Okay. It says RivalRee is now live. Yep, it's coming. Let's see the preview now. Okay. It looks cool. So it came up with some good looking page. For RivalRee, it came up with some details about the service, which we can improve later, of course. The structure of this landing page. And then we have our form to be filled by the customer. I'll just go ahead and try this with another venture that I know of. I can actually go ahead and publish this first. Let's go ahead and do that. And then use the published version, the public version basically, to fill the form and see the results for ourselves. It's ready. So let's copy this and go to the websites. So let's get back to here. For this one, I actually use again Court Sports. Court is a platform for tennis players to find hidden partners. So I'll just provide this landing page for Maya to work on. Let's go ahead and fill the form on RivalRee. And my name is Deniz Özcan. And email address is hello@courtsports.com. Business name is Court. And the business website is courtsports.com. So I'll go ahead and click submit. And what it's doing is, hopefully in the background, it is actually taking this information and sending it to Maya. Great. We already have our request received confirmation model. Now, actually, let's go ahead and wait for the PDF to land in our inbox. So I'll just go to that particular inbox I share with Maya. And let's wait for the PDF to arrive. Okay, we have the mail now. So it says the better analysis report is ready. So yeah, this styling is a bit off because it's not HTML, so just a regular markdown, which doesn't look good. We can improve that. Going back to the project, and here's the report. So it has executive summary, customer profile report. Yeah, now we have the competitive intelligence section. They're mentioning platform focus, business model, key features, value proposition, market presence and funding. And we all have mentions of competitors, which are Playtomic and Racketpal, which are really two most popular ones when it comes to this market Court operates in. And at the end, we have those 5 actionable recommendations as well. So it says hyper-focus on tennis niche, introduce a play now feature, forming strategic partnerships with local clubs, launching the first hit phase referral program, and develop a skill challenge. Apparently, the last one is cut for some reason. We can go back and just maybe improve some prompting there a little bit. So let's go and take a look at what happened on my side in the background. So I'll go to our deployments and click on competitive analysis. So as you can see, it actually ran all 3 steps. And the first one was analyze customer website and define research. So it went there and opened the website and spooled a bit to see the clientele. And then came back with competitive research, and it actually goes in searches for Playtomic, Racketpal, Break the Love, Tenna, and Tennisat. And each one of them, for some, currently goes and searches for UK market for some reason. Maybe we can improve that, but going back and saying don't focus on a certain market if it's not explicitly stated by the customer. And in the next step, it goes ahead and generates the PDF, which we've seen in our mail as well. And then it uses send email action and sends this email. And at the end, we receive the email from the other end. So what I would do at this stage would be, of course, go ahead and maybe improve it a little bit by saying, okay, here, for example, I could say, in the second stage, if you remember, it goes ahead and searches for UK market for some reason, which we didn't really specify on Core Sports website. So I could say, don't focus, don't assume a market if not, let's say, exclusively um, highlighted by the customer on their website, and do the analysis with a global market in mind. So that would be something that would have to work for it to improve it. And for example, here I would say for the PDF, let's go to record synthesis and action plan thing. I would also say make sure to double check the generate the content, generate analysis from the previous step to include everything in the final documents. So improve it to make sure that it includes everything, so we don't have missing parts like we have in this current version. Also, yeah, there was this formatting issue. So here I will also say, since I provided this markdown, it actually wrote the thing down as markdown, but I would say I'll actually add another section so I don't mix everything. So here I'll say I provided the markdown version of the email templates, but I want you to properly format it in HTML for proper for, let's say, correct styling in the inbox, the customer. So yeah, that would what I would do to improve things. So I can go ahead and deploy another version as a webhook backend. So there it is, actually. How does it look? Tell me in the comments. I would like to, if you would like to see some more like flows or more in-depth tutorials covering everything, like for example, the monetization step as well, because as you can see, you don't have any payment implemented here, but Lovable will be able to take care of that too. So for example, you could look up Stripe to your landing page, so you can first charge the customer, then send that information to Maya to process. I mean, tell me in the comments, and maybe we'll continue from there. What did you like to see next? And thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.